Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about whether or not the new gameplay update for Undisputed is going to make a big difference or not. Now, for those of you guys that didn't know, we are going to be getting a really massive gameplay update for Undisputed. If you guys didn't catch what my video earlier this week on what's going to be changed, you guys can see it right here. And this gameplay update is going to be dropped next week. I believe it's probably going to be dropped either Wednesday or Thursday, because that's generally when they do patches, DLC packs and stuff like that. So I'd be anticipating the gameplay update to be Wednesday or Thursday. But I've been hearing a lot of chatter about whether or not this gameplay update is really going to make as big of a difference as we anticipate. And some people are on one side and some people are on the other side. So I wanted to make a video talking about whether or not I think this personally is going to make a really big difference in terms of the gameplay, right? And whether or not it is, and why I think it's going to be the case. So I, for one, do think that this gameplay update is going to change the game for the better. I think it is going to make a massive difference. It's going to make a massive difference, not because every single thing is going to be patched. Obviously, they're not touching the southpaw broken stances. They're not touching the loose footwork and running problem, that they're having in the game. And they're not touching on anything stamina related either. But they are making adjustments to what I feel like some of the most important things are in the game. And obviously the quick glitch isn't getting fixed either. I want to throw that one in there. But they are making changes to and adding something back that is super important, and that is the punch tracking. The punch tracking being adjusted and being made to be way better than what it is a huge game changer. It really, really is, because punches not landing the way that they should is enemy number one of any boxing game. It really, really is. If punches aren't landing because the tracking is messed up or something like that, that is a huge, huge freaking problem. So that they found a bug that was causing the problem, and now punch tracking should be way better than what it's been previous to this gameplay update, is a massive, massive game changer in itself. It really, really is. And then on top of that, they're making an adjustment to the power punch system and increasing the risk reward for power punches by increasing the recovery time on punches, so that way counters are made more viable. That's going to make for a really, really massive gameplay change too, because people are going to be very cautious now with the amount, not only the amount of power punches they're throwing, but the timing on which they're throwing their power punches too. Because if you're able to counter them effectively every single time, then more and more people are going to be more judicious with when they're throwing power punches. And then them adding back the flash KO system is going to make a huge fucking difference. A huge, huge difference, because now people have to be on point with their timing. They can't just be throwing reckless. They can't just get up on you in a fight and then just run around and not without the risk of you coming back, because the flash KOs are back in the game. So I feel like that's going to make a huge difference in the game as well. Not just from the standpoint of allowing you to work your way back into a fight and win a fight that you might be down on the scorecards in, but it's also going to cause opponents to be a little bit more cautious with what they're throwing, a little bit more precise with when they're throwing something, how they're throwing it, the timing on which they're throwing it with. Gone are the days, I hope, gone are the days of people just, throwing ridiculous amounts of combinations, throwing power shots throwing 2 to 3 power shots, really wasting their stamina and stuff like that. Hopefully it addresses that, because now the threat of the flash KO is going to make them think twice about that. And that's really what we want, man. That's really, really what we want. Now, obviously, these things right here, the fighter adjustments and the character creator updates, they're nice, but they're not going to make too much of a difference. I don't feel like. Maybe David Benavidez and Sugar Ray Leonard's punch speed, but Andy Ruiz not so much. But the bug fixes are important too. You know, they're fixing the issue where the evade state lasted too long, affecting punch tracking. That's a big one because punch tracking, like I said up here, is a really big difference. Fixed an issue where punches would miss dazed opponents. That's another really big game changer. It really, really is. Because now you're going to be able to drop your opponents a lot more easily when you do have them hurt. The opponents, shots missing opponents in close range. You know, that one isn't really as prevalent as, you know, the other two, but that one's a good one. And then fixing the damn body uppercuts is a big one too, because longer fighters, normally they'll spam the hell out of you online with Sugar Ray Robinson, Terrence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, guys like that. That's a really big adjustment too. So overall, I feel like this gameplay update is going to be a massive W for Undisputed. And I feel like it's really going to be a big game changer for the way that the game is played online, whether it's in quick fight or in ranked championships. But I want to hear your guys' opinion. Do you guys think this gameplay update that's going to be dropping this coming Wednesday or Thursday, do you guys think it's going to massively change the online gameplay? Or do you guys just think, hey, you know what? It's not really going to make that much of a difference because they didn't address everything all at once? Let me know your guys' opinion in the comment section. I'm going to be responding to every single comment that's dropped on this video. But that's it for me, my people. If you guys did enjoy this video and you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated, so that way this video does get tossed into the YouTube algorithm and more people get to enjoy the great content that I have for you guys here on the channel. But until next time, my people, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from, and I will see you guys in the next video.